Eden Memorial Chapels understands Jewish funerals can take many forms. Some are very Orthodox, while others are more conservative or of a Reformed nature. There's no one better in New York or New Jersey. Go to EdenMemorial.com.
A common sense recap of the day's biggest stories. It's John Catsimatidis and Rita Cosby. Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
A lot of economic news, and we have the country's number one expert in what the heck is going on with the economy. We have Larry Kudlow with us. Larry, did you have a good time last night, first of all?
Yes, I did, actually. I did. I'm not as keen on big crowds in my old age.
None of us are.
I know. But
Cindy
I was
left before you.
I was very glad to be there, and I was at a great table, which was Margot's table, and I got to visit with you. I think both of us are getting better. And I thought Donald Trump won the night, A, just by being there. B, some of his jokes were pretty good. Some of them weren't so great. But I thought that, unfortunately, Kamala Harris's video was just an insult. Not just to Catholics. It was an insult to everybody. Just horrible. But that was a national event because all the TV stations were covering it. And she made an enormous mistake not showing up. The video was awful. And Trump did very well for himself. And I just want to say a couple things on the stock markets and so forth. You're still new record highs on the Dow and the S&P. That's one point. Gold is booming, 2,736 at the close. Silver, $34. Oil down because tensions in the Mideast, I think, are a bit less.
I'll give you a better one. If Trump gets elected, oil's going to be 55.
I thought 40. He says going down by 50%, so 40. But you're right. And there's a wonderful story in the New York Post this morning. You probably saw it. Stan Druckenmiller, who's a longtime friend of mine, a very, very smart investor. He is, and he's not a Trump guy, but he's saying the street is now the market is betting on Trump. And I'll quote you. He says, "You can see it in the bank stocks. You can see it in crypto," Druckenmiller told Bloomberg News. "In the last 12 days, the market and the inside of the market is very convinced Trump is going to win." He himself is not declaring for either candidate. That doesn't mean he's going to win, but it's very interesting. Bank stocks are such an important barometer of the current and future health, not just of the stock market, but of the entire economy, because credit and lending is so important. So markets are doing very well, and Druckenmiller thinks it's good for Trump.
So Larry Kudlow, Ed Cox here. If commodities are going up, gold in particular, but inflation's going down, that doesn't quite make sense. And long-term yields are going up. What's going on?
I agree with you, by the way. Gold, it can be a haven of safety, and it can be an inflation barometer. It can go both ways. But gold has had a tremendous run, and incidentally, so has silver had a tremendous run. So $34 for silver is a big number, but $27.36 for gold is, and it's unusual to see gold going up and oil going down. So it's hard to figure. And I think the only thing I can say on this, off the top of my head, is liquidity and money is not tight. It's not tight. That's one reason why the Federal Reserve, in my opinion, should not have dropped interest rates, by that uber 50 basis point cut. It was really unnecessary, adding liquidity to markets that already have lots of liquidity. So there you have it. That's the best I can come up with.
What else would you like to tell you? We got 15 days, and you're going to have a 3-hour show tomorrow from 10 to 1. It's Economic Saturday. You're Larry Kudlow from 10 to 1, and then Steve Moore from 1 to 3.
Yeah, well, we've got, on the economics front, we've got John Carney of Breitbart, and we've got Scott Bessent, who is an advisor, a brilliant hedge fund manager, worldwide hedge fund manager, and a close advisor to Donald Trump. Scott went with Trump to the Wall Street Journal editorial board meeting yesterday before the Al Smith dinner. So that's going to be great fun. And then we'll be looking at some of the politics, and we'll be looking at the stock market as we always do, and try to figure out what the future holds. Anyway, if it's a Trump market, it's going to keep going up. It may not be. I don't know. I report, you decide. All I'm saying is Trump has the momentum right now. I believe it's his to win or lose.
And if
right
he's
now.
not nasty to anybody, he could take 49 states. Larry Kudlow, I'll be listening to you tomorrow.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it very much.
Americans are durable. We take pride in hard work and high quality. American Giant makes durable quality clothing right here in the USA because what we wear reflects who we are. When you buy American Giant, you're not just wearing the best clothes money can buy. You're helping keep jobs and pride in your own backyard. Premium clothing built to last decades, like it should. Get 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com with code RightHere24.